Hey everybody, my name is Joe.
I am also Joe.
Welcome back to SNES Live. We're still subjecting you to this giant camera thing. We're not real sure what to do with it yet. I think what I might do with this is... Jesus Christ, the dog.
Do you want me to go shut the door? I'm going to go shut the door.
Alright, go shut the door. While you do that, I'll make sure it popped on all our things. Discord and Twitter and everything. Good lord, what are they freaking out about?
I don't know. Probably bring that.
Sorry, technical difficulties while the dogs lose their damn minds. You know, again, for whatever reason, it does not appear to have posted our thing to Twitch that we are live. Peculiar. Alright, well, anyway, all our social media notifications are posted. I don't know what to tell you, man. Anyway, I was thinking about taking this and maybe only doing this big camera thing once a week and doing it as like a show and tell. Pick something from the other room in the shrine of Nintendo crap and just be like, blah, 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 this is what this is. I don't know. I feel like as I watch more and more YouTube channels, which I don't usually watch, but I've started to recently, they always seem to start with this big camera, and so I set us up for this just to try a different setup. I'm really not sure what to do with it.
Not all of them start like this, especially streamers.
Do they?
Yeah.
I guess maybe the ones I watch are
most Twitch streamers
more
have
like TV shows, so maybe that's my issue.
Most Twitch streamers have this screen that says we'll be live in whatever, which is kind of like our opening, and then it opens into them with their setup, whatever.
Fair enough. Anyway, we're going to be playing Strike Gunner S.T.G today, released October 12th, 1992. Let's take a look at the box! There's a big old box, so pretty cool artwork, I think. You've never seen Top Gun, right?
I have not.
Okay, so Top Gun, I think it's like an F-14, I think it's a Tomcat, which is very reminiscent of what this plane looks like, except this one clearly has
2 layers?
Yes.
It's like
a plane on top of a plane.
It's the exact same plane as well.
It is. And I will explain that. So here we get a good view of the box, Strike Gunner S.T.G. Clearly the Earth in the background is my guess. Looks like there's a space station, some alien spaceships, and then a couple of F-14s who are presumably murdering aliens. I like it. I think it's cool cover art.
I agree.
I like the airplane thing. Let's take a look at the back of the box. So here you get your big story. Basically, in the last years of the 20th century, the world's like, let's disarm, and they disarm their nuclear armament. And then some psycho, allies with an alien force, takes over Earth. And by the year 2008, the Earth is pretty much in ruins. And then the aliens go against the guy, betray him, and then wreck the Earth and decide to take everything over. So the crazy dude and the rest of humanity basically pools the resources together to build 2 starfighters, these strike gunners. And that's their hope at saving the world. So this is a vertical shmup. 2 players, co-op, same screen. You got your 4-1 screenshots up here in the corner. A couple planes, looks like helicopters. 1 giant, ridiculous plane, which is cool looking as far as it's on fire, clearly. I will say, at least from the screenshots here, it does not seem to match the cover. I don't see aliens. I see airplanes and helicopters and trees. So you're apparently on Earth. So I'm not really sure whether you ever get to space or not. I didn't play this game as a kid. So, I don't know. What do you think of the box back here?
I think the screenshots make it look pretty cool.
I agree. I think it looks nice, but we'll have to get in there and see. Now, we could not find an instruction manual for this, unfortunately. But we did find a game fact. So, the controls in this, there are no shoulder buttons. B is your primary fire. A is your secondary fire. And there's a grouping of like 16 special secondary weapons. The catch being that you can only use the weapon in 1 level and then it's gone. So there are actually on the game fact I found, there are specific weapons that are best suited to each level, and here they are. But we're going to ignore that because we don't want to do that. We want to play whatever the hell we want to play. But the point is there is an ideal loop there. And then the X and Y buttons actually join your planes together. And so that's why on the cover, the 2 planes are one on top of the other, because you can either attach side by side or one on top of the other. And I don't know if that does anything special, like maybe you get stronger shots or whatever, but I'm sure we'll figure it out as we go. So why don't you go ahead and start us up here. Oh, let's get the laptop back on me. 2008.
That's when the world ends.
Look, it's the ISS. It was the ISS.
No. I'm assuming those are the alien ships.
That would be my assumption. I guess that doesn't have to be true, but it would be my guess. Tell me this thing looks like a Star Destroyer at the end. I guess not. It's kind of disappointing, really. I want a little good old Star Wars pew pew. Oh, the world's in ruins. Damn aliens. Coming down, screwing up. Oh, Jane and Mark. Those are apparently the players. Shoo.
Alright. Well,
Head down to them options. Let's see what we got. So level is difficulty. So 1 through I think 3 or 0 through 3. Is that right?
yep.
Oh God. 0 through 4. Well, let's go ahead and do 1. How about them apples? This is the number of lives you start with. Max that bad boy out. You know we're going to need it. And then you can get a BGM music and sound test, but we don't need any of that. Let's just get this game. Kick it into
This is
gear.
the sticky controller.
Would you like to trade me?
No, it's just loud.
I think they're both loud at this point because we played the
Player
piss out
one,
of them.
weapon select. Oh, I only get 8 seconds to choose. I don't know what each of these does.
Just pick one. I don't know what the half of them do either.
I guess I'll go with the Sonic Shooter.
Sure.
B is to select.
I'm going to go with... I'm just going to go with missiles. Missile! What up? Fire. Oh. So yeah, we get different guns when we're connected. I like that actually.
I cannot control.
No, I'm fine, I think probably because I initiated the link.
Yeah, now I'm controlling.
Grab the power-ups! No, I missed mine!
Oh, well, it doesn't matter. I'm dead anyway.
Oh, A is your special weapon. Try it out. I toss missiles and you shoot that sonic wave. So there is a power bar on the left side of your screen. That is how many times you can shoot your special weapon.
Oh.
Because this is a one-hit, one-kill game. Grab that power up. It drops 1 for each of us.
Wow. I'm a lot slower than I would like to be.
Alright, so you can tell already that this is a parallel game. Like, if you see something come down on the left of the screen, it's for sure going to also come down on the right of the screen. So if you see something come in on the left or the right, and then know it's going to come in the other way as well. Bam! Goodbye, dirigible. You want the left or the right? I think we should pick sides here.
I'll go left since I'm on the left.
Okay. Ooh, got lasers. I was say there's gonna be a big plane on your side.
I haven't noticed much slowdown, or really any slowdown yet, so...
Yet. Yet being the key word there. I will say, right off the stick, it's got some pretty rockin' music. See, now they're gonna come over my side. There they are. The sprite works pretty solid. Like, the fact that it's got the kind of rotational things for the helicopter blades looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Our planes definitely look good as they bank left and right. It's nice that they drop you power-ups consistently. I mean, the enemies don't drop them, which is cool. You don't have to chase them. There's like a small interstitial where a stealth bomber comes up and throws them out for us, which is neat.
There's shadows on the trees.
I had not noticed shadow, but that's also a very cool bit. I like the sides of the screen too, the kind of border. It looks
It's an
like,
interesting way of showing like the HUD, I think.
yeah. I mean, it's not really a true HUD, I suppose, but it's cool looking anyway.
I mean, it's got how many shots we have left.
Well,
so
yeah, it's got the important information that you need down there.
There's
for
not
sure.
really any other information you could put on there, like how much health we have.
Bam.
It's all the same.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I just wanted to kind of mess around. Boom.
Punch.
I wonder... That's clearly the gimmick of the game, right? So,
How needed is it?
yeah, I wonder if there's, like, spots where you really need that to complete the game. Surely not, otherwise it wouldn't be a one-player option.
Well, like, even the only thing the only thing I could think of was like, in some shmups they have parts where you have to blast away part of the walls, and maybe there's too much wall that you can't get through it by yourself, but that wouldn't make a whole lot of sense to link up for that, because you get more shooting from just both of us being in the same axis rather than being linked up.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's just kind of a, like, oh, one of us has to use the bathroom. Here, take control of my airplane so I don't die randomly. Maybe.
Hold on, wait. Okay. It also pauses the game. So I think if there ends up being a section or a level where there's, like, stuff that will kill us, I think I can just, like, take you out of danger. Maybe that's kind of like the
Potentially.
gimmick.
Just hammer my special weapon.
Gosh, I can't. It's so hard to tell what's going on and where the bullets are when
It is.
all of your missiles are all over the place.
Sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
I don't know where we're supposed to shoot.
I don't know. My guess is just along the back somewhere. Get up here close to it. Maybe if you move closer. There it goes. Did I die again?
I don't know. But it's definitely pulling us closer to the ship.
Like one of us got an extra life or something there. Bang! Dead. Bam! Bam!
Wait.
Oh, we pulled this apart on
Okay, I
purpose.
was about to say, I think, because it looked like I shot off to the side while we were connected on top of each other.
See, so now your Sonic shooter's gone.
Okay.
It's 15 items, not 16, but... Homing missiles, atomic missiles, laser cans... shoot, I don't know. Just gonna try that out. Heavy Vulcan.
You can.
Oh, hell!
That's what the on top of each other does. It's directional shooting. And if one of us gets hit, only the top one takes the hit.
That's cool. Oh, yeah, I can control the gun. It's pretty awesome.
And then to the side, it was just off to the corners. Okay.
Interesting.
So there is definitely a use for the connection. It's shooting behind you.
Yeah, but I mean, they don't tend to come behind really so far. They've just been coming out from that corner, which is not that big of a deal. I don't know. We'll see if it comes up for use.
I think that power up also refills our...
Special gun.
Yeah.
I agree. Ah. Alright, so my gun, my special just adds another stream of bullets to me. But boy, it drained pretty heavily on that one. I don't know if it's just not that strong of a weapon, I guess. Stay on your side. You're confusing me.
shoot faster.
Again, the music's pretty solid in this level. Those look very reminiscent of like U-2 spy planes almost from the Cold War. It looks like, it feels like to me they definitely took keys from military hardware at the time that they made this game. Like the early 90s and 80s, like the Tomcats and stuff. Which is cool.
I know we're playing it on a relatively easy setting, but this game does feel pretty easy so far.
Agreed. I mean, you have lost... Well, you had lost 4 lives. You got one back, apparently. Don't let him shoot. Kill him. The music's almost, did I say this already? Reminiscent of Top Gear.
I think so, yeah.
It does remind me of it. In so much as like, it's kind of like a high tempo, like, yeah, let's go. Come on.
So, is Y the one that connects on top and X the one that connects side by side?
I couldn't tell you without pushing the button.
Alright, because every time I've hit Y, it connects on top.
Well, then I'm going to say Y is on top and X is side by side. I like the explosions. They're bright, large, they're loud. I mean, it's actually kind of hard to hear the explosions over the music. Which is something I will give it. A lot of shmups, the noise of your guns and your explosions make the music almost too quiet to ever hear. Where in here, you can definitely still hear it. Yeah.
Ooh, there's some slowdown.
Ah! I died. Well, why didn't you kill the tanks?
Okay, yep. X is side by side.
Alright, so that's the difference. On top, I get whoever's on top gets, or on bottom gets the rotational gun. And when you are side by side, whoever is on bottom shoots like 4 things. So that's the difference, which is neat. I'm not sure it's necessary, but it's neat. Now kill them. If they're not on screen to shoot at you, then it won't slow down.
It leaves craters where they explode. That's interesting.
We got our lasers back. Shoot them with the frickin' lasers.
So, what does it do for this? Oh, it's just...
Lay into him. Woo! Woo! The Nature Boy takes it.
So how many stages are there?
No idea, because, like I said, we don't have a manual. I'm sure if we looked at the game fact, it would tell us. There are 15 weapons. For all I know, there's 15 stages. Better. What should I try?
No, it's up to you.
Auto-aim Vulcan. Sure. I will say, if this game never gets out of the desert / forest, I'm going to be kind of depressed.
Oh.
Ha!
Look at my dudes.
So if I hold my special button down, it only shoots when there's something on screen to shoot at, and it shoots in its direction, which is kind of cool. But it also takes a ton of my special ammo.
Mine doesn't actually take that much, and it just gives me 2 extra ships on each side.
For how long? Don't know.
I hit it at the beginning of the level, they're gone now, so.
Didn't notice when they left.
How did you get lasers already?
I think I started the level with them, actually. I had them at the end of the last level before we finished. Because I didn't die against the boss, and you did. Anti-aircraft, SAM sights, get them.
The bullets are pretty easy to see.
Yeah, as long as you don't have the screen full of bullets. Like in the boss fights, when I had my missiles all over, it was pretty tough to see. But in general, I agree.
Ah, you got me.
Sorry. Oh, hey, one of them came from behind us that time. Alright, I see the point of the auto-aim Vulcan gun. It shoots whatever's behind us without us having to try. Jeez.
Was not ready for it.
Nope, neither was I. It caught me. That thing came on screen a lot faster than I expected. Ooh. Tanky tank?
I get so many more bullets like this. Okay, so that's that. And then this. Yep. Split off.
Look, I'm gonna say so far it's a pretty solid game. Like, I'm trying to remember the last vertical shmup that we played. Do you remember? It's been a while, actually, since we've played a shmup. Hasn't it?
It was Phalanx.
Okay, and that one kind of swapped between vertical and horizontal, if I remember. What about before that? Would that have been D-Force?
Did that swap between vertical and horizontal?
I thought it did, didn't it?
No, that was the one way before that, like, did the weird over the world view, like the curl one.
Axle A. You're right, that was Axle A that swapped around. I didn't care for Axle A. I mean, I think I thumbed up it because it wasn't a bad game, but D-Force was a horizontal, or vertical, not horizontal, sorry. That was the one where you were in the helicopter and you could go like up and down, which was kind of neat, but also kind of a pain. What was the one game that we both really liked and that we beat in one night? Do you remember? Because that was a vertical, I know it.
I know what you're talking about. I don't remember what it's called.
I'm betting this is going to be a big tank. What do you think?
I would agree with that statement.
Alright, let's not die. Oh yeah, sweet. Thanks, buddy. Ah,
Let's not die.
yeah, that would have been nice, huh? I mean, you're right.
I don't actually know how effective those two little gun dudes are beside me. But I would be willing to say probably very, because it adds a whole 6 bullets to my ship.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. Okay, look, we're playing it on.
Trying to make a beam.
You know, if 0 is like very easy and 4 is very hard, then 2 would be medium easy, and
or what's
3 would
classified
be
as
medium
normal.
hard. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't seem difficult.
So 0 is probably beginner, 1 is easy, 2 would be medium, 3 would be difficult, 4 would be hard.
I guess, hey, we've got a change in background here. It's a different kind of desert. Look out.
It's a desert with nothing on it.
Aww. We've heard this music.
Yeah.
I hope there's more music. It would be kind of unfortunate if it was just the same couple of tracks over and over. Oh!
I
Eat my
tried
giant.
to dodge
Boom,
that.
boom. Alright, well, I thought the game was going to be cool at the beginning and not send crap up from behind us, but apparently I was wrong. Eat giant, boom, boom.
Still don't know what my weapon does. I gets rid of those pretty fast.
Aw. Crap, I've lost like 3 lives this level.
Yeah, well, at least you have more lives than I do.
Yeah, you've lost quite a few, huh?
I wonder if there's a continue.
Hopefully. I know we said there was a gain fact. That doesn't mean I read the whole thing. I just wanted to see what the controls were, really. Oh, what the deuce?
It uses my entire thing.
That was amazing.
I have a hyper beam. Cool. Yeah, apparently that's a one-time use thing.
Oh, it sucked your whole thing out?
Yep.
That's funny. It was pretty awesome. I feel like that's something you're supposed to save for a boss. Or a section where you're really getting thumped.
I bet it does a ton of damage.
I mean, yes, but so is my atomic missile that I drop on people, apparently.
I guess it's not too terribly difficult to dodge those ships.
No. The ones that come in the bottom, I'm trying to drop my missile on so that we don't have to deal with them.
Cool.
Enemy fighters inbound.
I like that they have things that do that, like they come up from the bottom.
missiles.
Ooh, this is a big one.
Which just means they had, what, 2 more guns?
Most of them had 2. That one had 3 more.
Lasers! Give me the lasers!
Oh, this means boss fight.
Probably.
Usually when it gets... Oh, yeah. Music change.
Sweet. I dropped one atomic missile and it was like, peace out, yo. That was amazing. I dropped one missile and it was like, done.
Okay.
Oh, that was awesome.
Well, that was the Mega Beam Cannon. I guess we'll go with the normal laser cannon now.
Sure. I'm gonna try these anti-air mines. Ooh, snow. Or clouds, I'm not really sure. God, that is really hurting the eyeballs, though. Oh, I think we've reached aliens. Oh, you ran out of lives, didn't you?
There is no continues.
I mean, it did give you... Whoa! Interesting. So you can build like a wall. Doesn't do much good if... Yeah, it's interesting, but it's not great.
I think it's probably mainly used for when there's a lot of things coming at you at once.
So there is a significant downside to you dying. I can't save state on my controller. Woo! Homing missiles.
Let me check something.
Maybe a cheat to get back in.
Yep. Or just anything interesting in general. Shotgun S.T.G.
Oh! We're in space.
Are we?
Instead of the stealth bomber, a space shuttle came up and threw the power-ups.
Ah.
Which is pretty cool, actually. Oh! Oh no! Enemy space shuttles.
So, this says there's an energy config, a stage select, and a weapon config.
Why are there bad guy space shuttles? I don't want bad guy space shuttles. Space shuttles are my friends. I need another space shuttle because my laser is slower than piss. Ah! Alright, so the shieldy thing's kind of neat because if the enemy runs into it, it kills them. And it apparently stops enemy gunfire.
Oh.
No way to get back in, huh?
No. There does seem to be a stage select, though, so...
Alright. So, if/when I die, we can just stage select our way back. Space junk. Interesting. Oh no, I think they are alive. Whoa! Yep, they're alive. That's what I get for tempting fate.
The explosion is much... It sounds much cooler when it hits the mines.
The mines aren't bad. They're not amazing. Because they're kind of hard to use effectively. Not far enough upward, I guess. I bet they're probably pretty good on a boss, though. You can probably just lay him on top of him. Woo, slow. Oh, he runs into you. I hate that garbage. Cheese bag kill. There we go. I died again. Well, I'm on my last life. Oh, no, I got an extra life. Oh, shit. And I lost my extra life. And I'm dead. Well, that was fast.
No, there was a continue.
We have 5 credits.
So, yes. Ah, back at the beginning of the stage.
Safe state that. And it starts us with 9 lives again, which ain't bad. No complaints here.
No. Alright, well, we never saw what my weapon did.
What did you pick? I don't even remember.
Laser cannon, I think? Huh.
Seems pretty effective. It seems a lot more effective than my weapon.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Mines were chasing after me.
It is satisfying to basically drop my things on top of them, though. It's like, you can't get away.
So these dudes shoot little blue bullets rather than the red ones. Oh my gosh, I'm a lot faster now. So many power-ups.
These are the bad ships.
Using just normal space shuttles.
Yeah, I kind of dig it. I'm not sure why the bad guys have space shuttles at this point. Like, we've left Earth, so we're fighting aliens, right?
Mm-hmm. Ah.
One of them got you. Yeah, my anti-air mine thingies are... shit. That is frustrating. They're neat, but they're not, like, super cool. They're certainly not as cool as, like, the atomic missile and the laser beam. At least your base crap pulse gun, which is what I'm currently using, is actually, like, decent.
Though as far as we've seen, there's only 2 of them. There's that one, this one, and then the laser.
True. Yay, missiles!
I don't know what those are. I guess like maybe rocket canisters.
I don't know. Satellites, perhaps? They're out to get you, whatever they are.
Oh.
Oh!
Same thing happened to me.
Yeah, it came right behind me and killed me. Bunk. God, die, would you? You hose bag. Shee-manitly. Like I had no guns left, it was just trying to smash into us like a prick. Poop. Oh, they're behind us.
I don't know if they do anything. They just prevent us from going backwards.
Oh, I got it. Ah.
I think we have to destroy all of them. Which is great and all. That is slow. There's a lot of them. Really?
I'm just concentrating on them as they come up here across the front.
There's...
Although they... It seems to be a non-ending stream of them down there, so I don't know that that's what we're supposed. I think we just have to concentrate on this one.
I don't know what we hit on him though.
This front end would be my guess. Oh, yep, there it goes. Oh, well, we made an explosion. Yay!
After losing 4 lives.
Well, I mean, what are you gonna do?
Okay. Plasma shield, atomic missile, anti-air mine, sonic wave. What have we not used?
We haven't done the antimatter mine or the adhesive bombs, the heat arrow, the photon torpedo.
Try heat arrow. We also haven't done plasma shield.
Sure. I feel like that's a mistake. Hey, look, I have a shield. Oh, and it actually like kills things. Haha.
Takes multiple hits as well.
I wonder how long it really lasts, though.
Yeah, it's probably on a timer, so it's like a star power rather than a shield.
That would be good if it wasn't like, oh, I can only absorb a few hits. Look at these sneaky boulder guns. Asteroid guns, whatever. Different music track.
Yeah. Interesting.
Now we've got deep space probes bringing us weapons.
Oh, that's what the heat arrow is.
What's that? That's kind of cool.
Okay.
It's just a starburst.
Oh.
Of you hold it.
Yeah, holding it.
That.
There's a weird pattern.
That's pretty cool. I like that. Eat my shields. Pricks.
Yeah, I think it is on a timer. Makes the shield significantly better. Oh.
It's a cool graphic for it, too. It's like the phasing around your ship. I can shield us both! Ha!
Okay.
Bang!
It's actually kind of cool.
I thought about it. I was like, I wonder if I can use my special if I initiate. Can you use it if you initiate the lock?
Can you still use yours?
No.
Dang.
So it's whoever initiates the lock gets to keep their weapons. But that's convenient. I can just shield us both.
It's such a
Get your
weird
power up.
pattern. I was testing what it was like.
Ooh, speed up. Alright, the shield is like borderline cheating. I can just fly into things and blast them apart.
It doesn't take that much energy either.
Yeah, it doesn't. I like the shield. It's just float around me. Bang. That's amazing. It's a little cheaty, but it's amazing. Come back. Who are you running from?
Boss time. Nope, not quite.
I think I almost like our red guns better than the blue ones.
I agree.
It has a wider spread.
I think it also shoots faster. That or my gun's just firing in pulses for some
I
reason.
think mine shoot. I think it levels them up. So the more of those power-ups you get and don't die between, the faster it shoots. So like,
Okay.
mine is currently going faster than yours.
But yours does still have pulses.
Yeah. Yeah, mine's almost automatic.
Yeah, mine's a bit longer now.
Oh, mine doubled up. Safe state. I want to see if I can't keep that doubled up. Look at me just shield harping him. Wow. This is just thumping into us. I died.
Do you want me to restart?
No.
I mean, I have 2 lives left.
Whatever. We're at a boss, though. We can get to the next level.
Do we want to get to the next level with so few lives?
I mean, sure. Like, we still
We
have
both
4.
have 2.
Yeah, but we still have 4 continued credits. We have no
Yes.
idea how many levels there are.
At most, I think 1 for every ability.
So there's still quite a few levels. I don't know. Well, you pick your weapon.
I'll go with this one. Sonic Wave.
Photon torpedo. Either connect me or pause it.
It looks like
Section 6.
7.
These are just the going over the items. Those aren't actually telling us what levels. Stage 8. There are 8 stages, and we're on stage 7 because we've used 6 weapons, right?
I guess.
So we're basically almost done. Let's rock this bad boy out.
I can't tell the time.
It's 9:49.
Alright, so we're going to do our 10-minute review?
Sure. 10-minute review.
I don't want to unpause it because neither of us will be able to focus.
That's
when we
true.
do.
That's fair. That's fair. Graphically speaking,
I think graphically it looks pretty good, actually.
Yeah, no, I'm actually a big fan of the graphics. I like the border for the HUD. It gets it across. It looks like, panels and switches in a cockpit. I actually really enjoy the aesthetic of 80s and 90s weaponry, like the helicopters and the airplanes and the space shuttles and satellites. Like, they are very iconic of kind of the era when I was your age growing up. Like, those are the airplanes we saw when we went to air shows and things. So I think the airplanes and stuff look really good. I like the link up thing. I guess that's in gameplay. Enemy design, I mean, they definitely look alien. They're interesting. Of course, in a shmup, you get the giant, weird boss vehicles. And those don't make a lot of sense, but they're still cool looking. The backgrounds are a little bland. I mean, there's not a lot going on in them. There was forest, and then there was rocky desert, and then there was desert, and then water, and then clouds, and now space. And it's not that it looks bad. There's just not a lot going on. It's just a big scrolling field.
I think personally I prefer the background not to have a lot going
on. That's fair, I guess. I like the way the explosions look. I like the different guns, the way those look in the game. There's still a lot of bright colors in this. I'm a big fan of bright colors and not dingy games. So yeah, I think graphically it looks really good. What do you think about sound?
I actually think the sound is really good. We did hear some overlap of
tracks, yeah, that's true.
I want to say that the overlap of tracks, I can't remember, but it's probably each stage has its own track. Well, and there are multiple levels per stage.
Stage level 1 and level 3 had the same music.
Okay. Section
2, the second stage had different music. And then up here in space, it's got different. So there are different music tracks. I think they all sound good. Especially stage 1 and 2, like we said, very reminiscent of something like Top Gear, where it's very high tempo, electronic, kind of getting you into it. Well, I mean, you don't want Sim City music in a shmup. You want to be excited and go get them. So yeah, the music's really good. The guns are guns. The explosions sound nice. They're loud. They're visceral. It's very explodey. I don't really know how to describe the explosion sound other than it just sounds good. It sounds explodey. What do you think of gameplay?
I honestly quite enjoy the game. I think it's a very interesting take on shmups with the link up ability and what it provides. It's not overly difficult, especially on the easier difficulty, and it has 5 continues in case you run out of lives.
And you can start with 9 lives, which is kind of a huge deal.
So you get, 45 lives?
That's a lot. You should be able to
7
finish
stages,
this game for sure. It is Wednesday. Yeah, I don't think we're going to beat this in the next 5 minutes.
I don't know if it's worth playing on stream another day because it's...
I don't know, because next stream day is Saturday. So that just means, so what if we finish half an hour early, we just get to play more RPG, yeah.
Okay.
I don't see any issue with that. I kind of want to see the end of the game at this point because we're so damn far into it. Gameplay-wise, I think hit detection's really good.
The hitboxes are pretty...
Yeah, they're pretty tight. You don't die until something is in you. It's not like, that wasn't anywhere near me. If you get hit, you're like, yeah, that hit me. I've never been a fan of one-hit, one-kill games like this. It is very generous with the lives. And a lot of your special weapons, I have noticed, stop enemy fire. So, my anti-air thingies that I put up, enemy gunfire would hit it and disappear. And the homing missiles did the same thing. So, or not homing, but, the missiles I was shooting in level 1. So, it is forgiving in that way. But, yeah, one hit, one kill always kind of sucks. Especially because you lose all your stupid gun power-ups. Although, like we were saying, I think almost the red gun is as powerful as the blue ones, frankly. It's a really interesting spread of the secondary weapons. I like that. There's a lot of varied options. We look it up and there's 8 levels, but there's 15 weapons. So that means that 7 of those weapons you're not even going to use. And with 2 players, that means that we could use all the weapons as long as you and I cooperate about what we're doing.
Right.
And like the game fact said, there are ideal weapons for certain levels. So that's pretty cool. I like that it's 2-player co-op, obviously. Like you said, the link-up mechanic is really neat. I like that it gives you different guns depending on if you're sideways or on top. I think it's cool that whoever initiates the link-up gets to keep their special weapon, so like I shielded both of us.
I kind of wish that we both got to keep the special weapon, but I guess it makes sense that we don't.
It would be a bit silly. I like that the bottom link gets the extra different gun, so it shoots 4 ways, or you get to control like a Vulcan gun. But it's not very strong, I noticed. Like when I was shooting it, it really wasn't killing as fast as it needed to. So it's a cool option. I think it's almost better utilized with the shield. Or, like I said early on, like, oh, I have to go answer the door, or I have to answer the phone, or I have to use the bathroom. You don't have to pause the game and wait for him. You just grab my ship and keep going. So I think that's kind of a neat way to keep, both players engaged in case one has to get up and walk away. I think that's a cool idea. Overall, what do you think?
I think I really like this game. It's a pretty good game.
I agree. I think there's only really been one other shmup like this that we liked a lot, and that was, I think it was Raid and Trad. Boy, I'd have to look it up. But that one I think was the one we beat in one night. And we were both at the end of it like, that was a really good game. Like, it was paced well, and it gave you the power-ups enough and made you powerful enough that you never felt like, oh, this game's severely punishing me for nothing other than just being punishing. And I think this game's kind of that same way. Again, we're on easy, but everything is patterned.
Right.
If it comes in left, it's going to come in right. And so you can really kind of memorize that and see where it's going to happen. So I really enjoy it. I think it's absolutely worth looking up. I happen to know for a fact that the pawn shop has a copy of this, but they want $30 for it, and I'm not really willing to pay that. But it is a solid game, so if I can talk them down, or if I just let it sit there for, a month or two and the price comes down on it, then maybe I'll buy it. So solid game. I like it. I'm going to give it a thumbs up.
I'm also going to give this a thumbs up.
All right, very cool. So 2 thumbs up for Strike Gunner S.T.G. It was interesting. I was listening to the SNEScapades guys because they got to this one a while ago, not that long ago. And they were split on it. One of them really liked it and the other guy didn't. So I think it's a cool game. We both enjoy it. We'll be back on Saturday night. We'll finish this game up. And then, we'll finish this up early and then we'll just play a little extra Mario RPG for shits and grins. So thanks a lot, everybody who decided to watch the show tonight. We appreciate it, and have a wonderful night.
See ya.